Oh, in a world of uncertainty, it's good to know that you can count on a few things like death, taxes, and Liz Cambage going crazy in a basketball game. Now, I have not done a video on Liz in quite a while. If you go to my homepage, you'll see I have a playlist as her history is extensive in terms of cheap shots and then denying the cheap shots and then saying I've been treated unfairly, quitting on teams, and then coming out and saying they didn't help me or respect me. And oh, it's just unbelievable. I have one looking at Derek Fisher when he signed Liz to the LA Sparks contract, and I foretell the future that it was going to be bad, which doesn't mean I'm a genius. It was pretty damn obvious. And then I have the breakup all the way to the end when she and the Sparks have their so-called divorce. But no, it's not done as somebody leaks the Nigerian video where she throws an unbelievable cheap shot. And then later on, she does an interview claiming that she's going to go and play on the Olympics for the Nigerian team. The Nigerian team's like, no, she's not. But once she had her untimely divorce from the Sparks, Liz, of course, came out and said how the WNBA needs to do a better job of supporting their players and how she was going to go off and do other things, which turned out to be an OnlyFans website as well. She's been playing internationally. She played in an Israeli league for a while, and now she's in China. And don't laugh, because she reportedly is earning good money. Like, she has $1 million contract. Of course, we know this because she posted something saying, 1 milli, then I'll perform, while sharing a photo of the $1 million news report on her contract, which is great money as she's only playing 3 months, and that's compared to the WNBA max of 235. So is there gratefulness from Liz and just making sure she adheres to the code of conduct and does everything right not to cost herself money? Of course not. That's not how Liz works or operates. In game 2 of the finals, she was thrown out for throwing 2 elbows. Now, in truth, the first one seemed like a bit of an acting job by the opponent, but the second one, she flailed her elbow, and it was definitely clear and dirty. And of course, she got thrown out, and of course, Liz walked off remorseful and took her punishment well. No, that's not how Liz operates. Of course not. She did like this weird little prancing thing and then did like a little curtsy to the crowd before exiting, because that's what Liz Cambage does. Now, as I said, this is nothing new for Liz. I did my first video, I think, on YouTube on this cheap shot she threw on Misty Bass, which was unbelievable. And then after it, she had no contrition whatsoever. You should go watch the video. It is amazing. Her comments afterwards. Then in the WNBA, she threw a nasty elbow on Smith, who at the time was a rookie, and things just went off the rails from there. A week before the Olympic Games, she left the Australian Opals team, just totally messed up any chance they had to medal. And it was rumored that she got into a nasty fight with the Nigerian team, which she denied. But then, of course, eventually the video got leaked and it just showed what happened. Again, in that practice, she threw a nasty shot, like a couple of cheap shots on the Nigerian players, and allegedly told them to go back to their third world country, which she denies. Gino O'Hay, the Australian captain, came out and confirmed that's what she said. Liz continued to deny it, and the tape didn't get leaked until after she said she wanted to play, I think, for the Nigeria. It eventually got leaked, but the Australian team kept it quiet like that. I don't think they leaked it on their end because they were hoping to get her back to play for the Opals. Like they had a tribunal and said she brought the game into disrepute, but no harm, no foul, because they were hoping to have her play in Sydney for the World Championship. So they swept it on the carpet, but she came out and said, yeah, no chance in hell I'm going to play for the Australian Opals ever again. And then commenced her career with the LA Sparks with Derek Fisher. And that was the ultimate train wreck as Liz became super frustrated with Kennedy Carter. And in the end, the whole Sparks just hated her by the end before she left. She was demanding the ball, and they were just forcing it inside and saying, okay, here you go, superstar. She got her 5th foul, walked off, and went to the locker room and was basically like, see you guys, I'm out of here. Did a full-on Cartman. It was amazing. And then, as I said, it was off to do her OnlyFans website and play internationally and make money. But man, there's always trouble around Liz. She popped up briefly in the news to tell everybody that she was going to play for the Nigerian team, that she'd been in talks with the coach. But then after that, I think the full video of the Nigerian scrimmage then got leaked, which was even more damning for Liz, just to show what a cheap shot artist she was in that scrimmage. In the video, you can see Jenny O'Hay, the captain, just begging her to calm down, settle herself down. You see another Opals like kick a chair because they just know it's over. They have this team huddle and it's so done. You can tell the whole team's defeated as they know they're losing their 6'5" center just before going into the Olympics. The one thing that Liz has done well, like she's always used her mental health as a nice little screener for this, because she always makes it clear that she's battling mental health issues and she has a lot of darkness, and almost more often than not, the media shies away from taking her out because everybody just feels she's not right, and they could be right. I just think she's a narcissist. Like, she has never ever said that she's gotten anything wrong or ever apologized. This is from the beginning of her career. Like, she missed a training camp to go to a music festival and she blamed Australia, like Basketball Australia, on this, saying she was injured and it wasn't her fault. And that's been the pattern throughout her whole career. And every team she leaves, it's always that team's fault. They didn't treat me well. They didn't provide the supports in place that I need. Prior to her exit with the Sparks, I remember it, she had a press conference, and I think it was one of the Agumake sisters, and it was Brittany Sykes, and like she's going through talking about the challenges of getting over COVID, and you can just see the disdain for her teammates. Like, they're basically rolling their eyes at Liz because it was just the ultimate teammate killer and pain in the bum. And then, of course, the stories came out about how she, prior to joining the Sparks, was demanding a jersey that another player on the team had, and just what an overall diva she was the whole entire time. That Sparks team with Derek Fisher, with him as GM, was just amazingly bad. It was great for content. It really helped get me started on YouTube. It basically wound up ending Kennedy Carter's career. I know she has a second chance this year. I hope she does well. Like, I think she has a tryout with the Chicago Sky. Good luck to her, but that year just really broke her. It was ugly in the end. Like, Liz's last game, like, Liz went off on Kennedy Carter, and Kennedy Carter was just so frustrated and unable to deal with it all. It was just an explosion right before your eyes. Like, the whole team was imploding, if you like. With the Agumake sisters just looking on, going, "Oh my goodness, how bad is this? This whole organization is a clown show." And then when Kurt Miller came in, he wanted to cut all ties to the past. So the first thing he did was cut Kennedy Carter, or send her on her way, versus having to pay her guaranteed money the next year. He was like, no, we'll just go ahead and cut you. I'd rather no Kennedy and eat that guaranteed money. So the playlist is there if you want to check out the amazing history of Liz and her work throughout her career. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great night.